Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Conversation with Within. My name is Nanda Araújo. Today I have a very special guest in here. Her name is Leona Douglas. She's a shamanic energy healer, and today she's going to talk about a little bit her spiritual awakening, her spiritual journey, disincarnation. Thank you so much, Leona, to take some time to come here today, talk to us. And I just like to start today, if you can tell me what type of belief that you were raised when you were a child, for your parents.
Yes, so this is actually something I talk a lot about with my clients is their learned limiting beliefs, things that they heard or they didn't receive when they were a child, which then suppressed a part of them that they are now learning how to wake up and tap into to have that divine energy and power within. And I would say my big journey and focus has really been about receiving love, that it was safe to receive. As a child, I was never really shown or experienced what I would consider real, true, unconditional love. My love always had conditions. It was, if you did this, then you could get this. There was
Okay.
always like a reward behavior. And unfortunately, a lot of it had to be around food. So if you got good grades, I could go get an ice cream. And growing up, I always thought there had to be a check and balance, like a reward system that I couldn't actually receive anything without having to like work or earn for it,
Mhm.
right? I had to earn the love, I had to earn the good behavior, I had to earn the knowledge of being seen and respected. And I didn't know anything else until when I got older and realized, like, oh, like I can receive love just for love. Like I can receive encouragement. I can receive, and I didn't know how to. Like I saw other people having an experience with it, and I really was just so sad that I had never had that experience. So I started deep diving into wounded inner child and inner child work and the four agreements and really looking into spirituality. And I had studied Reiki healing even when I was in college getting my sports medicine athletic training degree and started learning about energy work and how energy blockages could be, what was happening. And it just took me on this full trajectory of where I am now as now a Reiki master and executive healer with theta healing and a shamanic energy worker and practitioner that works on cacao. Like really my plant medicine journey is cacao because it's all about love. It's a way the frequency of the plant medicine of love really truly started opening up my heart more. And when I started learning about how different plants could release it, different energy techniques could release it, I went, wow, I think I really want to understand and learn how to receive because it didn't feel safe. It was never safe to receive because there was always something that I had to do in order to get the things. And so my journey has been a deep dive for many, many years. And I truly believe it's my sole purpose now to have people understand that they can receive and give love unconditionally. And it doesn't have to be conditioned on their actions or behaviors or the identity of who they are. I had to be a straight A student in order to get, the kind words or the respect from my mother. And it has been a long journey of getting me to where I am. And not until I completely, to be honest, completely just this past year finished my Genius Unlock coaching program. And we did some unconscious mind work along with my energy work. And I went back in the timelines and the quantum energy release and pulled out the safe to receive and that I could be safe and that I could trust in the process. That I believe that I truly now am ready to receive unconditional love from myself, from source and creator, from a partner, from anybody. Before I still feel like there was a little part of me, that wounded inner child, that needed to do something in order to receive that.
You are, but I understood what you said, but there's whatever that you face, when you were a child, that got you to have something, some kind of any food addiction or anything like that, like
Any
use.
adaptation?
Yeah, no, like any food addiction, like start using
Oh
food or
yeah,
eating.
so it should have yeah, in looking back, it should have
Yeah,
actually created,
yeah,
right? Like, and you're thinking about reward system
yeah.
as always being in food. And there was a part of me that when I started to becoming an adult and I did something well, I treat myself to a nice
Oh,
dinner
here you
or
go.
food or
Okay, I
treats
got
because I
you.
used
Yeah.
the food as a reward. Like if I got a certificate or graduated from this, it was always like, let's go celebrate around good food or
It
good
always,
wine or
yeah,
something
yeah,
that I really wanted as like a reward system that it was in unconsciously
yeah.
instilled
So you
in
create
me from that.
the pattern to use the food, and I mean, oh, I did something great. Oh, I passed, with A's and B's. What I will accomplish this. Well, you know what? Let me eat something too. Yeah, yeah, it's amazing
Yeah.
how our mind works, and what I mean, how things parents can do. I don't say that your parents did anything with some bad intention. They thought this was the best way, what I mean,
Right. They didn't
to
know any
help
better
you.
because I'm sure
No,
there was some sort of reward system that they had,
yeah,
and that was something that was in the realm. But now, I mean, I truly have been conscious about I can have an ice cream just because I want an ice cream. I don't
yeah,
have to earn it or deserve it now, right? And that took a lot of time to reprogram my brain and understand that I could be deserving of whatever I wanted when I want it just because I'm me, just because I'm awesome as me. I didn't have to do anything, right? And so much of that programming takes time, but then it also takes the skills and the knowledge and the modalities like the unconscious mind programming and
yeah,
theta healing, where we're getting into that theta brainwave. Because truly, like our neurosynapses, right? We get these little ruts in
yeah,
our neural like wing sticks of our brain. And the more it's said and the more the behavior is done, the more the rut gets deeper and deeper. And you don't even realize that that's like a learned limiting belief that was created for you because it's just been your truth. And then once you can see beyond that, right? It's like the veil got lifted and it was like, oh crap,
yeah,
I don't have to do that.
yeah,
Then you get to be able to go, okay, I'd like that uninstalled and reprogrammed as I'm worthy and deserving of having anything I want when I want it. And everything, in my opinion, in moderation, including moderation, right? Like eat your salads and your healthy stuff. But if you want an ice cream, you can have an ice cream as long as
yeah.
you're not
I
having
agree.
ice cream every single day in a whole container of it, right? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, but it's food is just something, I had many addictions when I was young, I mean alcohol, I had the drugs, but food was something that I never used too much to myself. But I was able to heal myself to other things. It was a lot of work that I'm still working to today. But once in a while, you know what I mean? Something like I said, I never had anything with food, but sometimes I want to go through something. I feel that I need to eat something. It's something that I'm working to myself. Not like, that I eat a lot, Even though if I'm not hungry, I feel that I need to eat something. And then I'm just, I don't go too hard on myself, but it's something like I said, I'm working on to try to figure out where this come from. You know what I mean? Like I said,
yeah,
I
so
never
there was
had.
something that was
Yeah,
told or experienced that
yeah,
then you suppressed, and it what
yeah,
you weren't satisfied with something. I find a lot with food at satisfaction that
yeah,
there was some part of your life that you weren't satisfied in, and you
yeah,
replaced it with the satisfaction of food.
yeah. Yeah, one thing, that I grew up, I mean, I never had too much, but we always had food on the table. But because we never have too much food, I mean, too many options, it's something that a habit that I created was to eat fast, And then I never understood why did I eat so fast, And then now I understand that the reason I used to eat too fast because I want to make sure that I eat everything that I have as fast as that I can because I never had that much before. Do you understand what I'm saying? So we always had food, but it was something limited. It's not a lot on the plates when I was a child, you know what I mean? But it's just amazing, you know what I mean? Even though sometimes right now, till today, once in a while, my son, he's 7 years old. Sometimes we are eating together. I said, Daddy, why you are eating so fast? No. I said, there's no reason for you to eat too fast, right? He takes a long time to finish his food. He said, Daddy, I'm enjoying my food, And you go just like that. It's not all the time, but sometimes I said, wow, it's still something there that I need
Yeah.
to work,
The awareness, I think, on a healing journey, you're talking about awakening and growing in spirituality. I think the first step to growth in spirituality is having that awareness, having
Yeah,
that aha moment, that conscious awareness, and being okay. So, where is my unconscious programming? Where's the healing? Where's the energy blocks? And then it allows you to have this time and space to kind of dig deeper into it. And I think that's for everybody. I think there's an awareness and then there's a curiosity that really stems all of our spiritual growth and awakening, in my third party opinion. Stay curious, see what's else out there. How else can you help yourself? How else can you see yourself in a way? Like what is the things doing the things, right?
yeah, yeah. But like I said, I'm every single day I'm working so many things with myself, and I'm like I said, I don't go too hard, I don't go too crazy. I know things will gonna come, you know what I mean? So in time, but it just amazes so many things, uh, 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 we go through when you were a child. You know what I mean? It just amazing how it sometimes, the way that I see it don't affect just one thing in our life. One thing they can affect so many other things. They create, so many different patterns in different areas. And then you say, why did I be doing this? Why did I be feeling this? Why did I feel that I need this now? It can come from one source. It's
Yep.
like,
One event, one experience, one word, one situation. And that's actually in my coaching program that I do, working with the unconscious mind, is we actually ask those questions to your unconscious mind. If you were to know what was, the event, was it before, after, or during your birth? Like, was it in the womb? Was it before? Was it a past life? Was it
yeah,
ancestral or
yeah,
brought down? Because some
yeah.
of these, it could be in a past life. Sometimes it could be genealogically, like in your family line, that there was scarcity, right? There could have been someone in
Mm.
your family that had a moment of like not having food, and so that hurry up and gather and get all the things could have then been imprinted into you, and
Yeah.
you now have this unconscious programming. Until we get to the root cause, you'll always have these behaviors until we can actually clear that event or that situation or that emotion or that feeling of that scarcity out, or whatever it is that was just, an intuitive hit of what came through, that it could be a past life scarcity. That once we clear that out, then you can then be able to see in your mind's eye. And there's specific, NLP languaging, hypnotherapy languaging that talks to your unconscious mind, that then sees all of those events lining up with the new emotion, that you are not in lack, but you actually have, the lessons that you needed to learn. Like, I can take the time, I'm, have abundance, there's more than enough, there's all these different emotions that we would then reprogram in. And then you would see all of your timeline. That's why it's called the quantum energy release, the quantum leap, right? Your
Yeah.
timeline goes do, 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 and it sets like dominoes back up, and until the now. And then we're like, now, and then you're like, oh, and then can you see that emotion then? No. Can you see it in the future? No. Wow. Like, how amazing is that? And now we've been able to really course correct and get you on the right timeline again, so that you can come from that place of abundance and not scarcity.
Yeah, I love how to explain. I was listening to you. This came to me like, I used to have a serious anger problem before, right? But before I thought, my ego used to say, no, you'll find you don't have any anger problem now. You'll find they have a problem, you know what I mean? But I work so much into myself, you know what I mean? But what I'm trying to say, anyone has any issues, any problems, like we talk about anger right now, you cannot just say, "Oh, I have an anger problem." We need to go deep, and I mean, just not us have this come from, like you said, it can be in this life, it can be in past lives, it can come in the parents. This can be coming from generation after generation. And the healing process, is not just go to a therapist, go to a rake session. It things gonna, disappear. You're gonna find the healing just like that. What I'm trying to say, we need to go very deep now like you said, it's so many layers that we need
There's
to
so many
go.
layers, but the cool thing is with the unconscious mind and the programming with theta healing, it can be actually instantaneous because you can actually reprogram the
Oh
brain
yeah.
and then make new neural pathways, and then you reinforce the new neural pathways, and then that becomes your new rut, which is that positive versus being in that, whatever that negative space is. So when you're talking with the unconscious mind, you can actually decide right then and there that it can change, and then you can see it actually completely shift, which is really kind of amazing when we're talking about the brain, because I think, our mind is such a powerful tool and we're only
Yeah.
using such a small percentage of it. And when we really get into theta healing and the unconscious mind and the different techniques that are around there, and especially when you start doing hypno languaging, because your neurons in your brains literally will create a new, like, go, together, like,
Yeah.
okay, now this is
Yeah.
your new knowing, and these are the other things that, and so we actually ask you before a session, is it all right for your unconscious mind to release this today, and then have your conscious mind be aware of it,
So you
so
so
you
you
have,
say
it really is that instant. You
so
make
you
a
are
decision in that moment, and then we do the process, and when you come out of it, say, between really, 30 to 90-minute session, depending on how many things we're releasing, you can really be a different person at the end of it.
so you say that maybe in one session clients can be able to release, I mean, the entire whatever energies for this life, so other life, past lives, whatever's
So
coming
from
from
that
parents.
instance and that thing, it can get released, but on that one layer. So it might be on your physical
Yeah.
layer, your
Yeah.
mental layer, your emotional layer, or your
Yeah.
spiritual layer, right? Because we
Yeah.
have bodies of
Men.
us,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So
Men.
maybe you released it instantly on that physical realm or that emotional level, but then we've got to make sure that it's anchored into our spiritual and all the layers of our bodies, right? And then that anger, right? It could have been from an instant. We could do a one-time event release, but there might be other times. So it will completely release
Yeah.
from the one time of the one level, but we're an onion, right? So there's several layers. So you're not going to be able to get a full breakthrough until you do several sessions, all areas of life.
Okay.
Your business, your
Yeah.
finance, your sex life, your spiritual life, right? You have to do all 9 areas of your life. You have to do all the emotions, all the main
Yeah.
emotions, and on all levels, right? So the one instance, it's that instant, but you got to find out the root for all of them. And that takes
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Healing's a
Yeah.
journey. It's a
Yeah, yeah,
process.
I agree. He is a judge. But the other thing too, you need to be willing, what I mean, to allow those whatever that you hold inside yourself that you feel like is protecting you to be released for you and not be for your body, for your mind. You need to be willing to allow these blessings, these new energies come to you because our ego, I always talk to people, clients, our ego, it's always there with us. Ego is gonna do whatever they can to stop us. It's gonna come, no, you don't need this, you're fine, People, like I
Yeah, the
said,
ego works really hard to protect itself,
to
right? I always
protect
say it's like your inner ego, your inner critic, and your inner child. We have to make sure those voices aren't louder than our own voice, our own intuition, our own divine knowing, because we want that to be the focus of our lives and not the little voices that tell you the things, right? And
yeah,
when you
yeah,
do hear them and you get the awareness and you're like, hey, I'd like that to stop happening, then you find a healer and you work through getting through the layers and getting to the root cause and releasing it, because we're all worthy and deserving of being just beautiful beings of divine love and light. It's this three-dimensional world that we're in that layered on the stuff that we learned. And it's our birthright, I believe, for us to have these learnings through ease and grace and love and joy. And that receiving and giving unconditional love is like one of the most beautiful gifts that you could give someone in this lifetime.
yeah, I agree. I was listening to you in the same way. I was thinking about myself over, 15 years ago, Well, my healing journey started since when I was very young in Brazil, around like 15, 16, and then 18, when I stopped drugs, and then, but continue drinking, But I'm trying to say that more than 15 years ago, I make a decision. I asked the universe, I asked my gods and angels to help me. I said, I want to change my life, but I want to change my life for good. I want to work in every single thing in my life right now. So I make a decision. I never forgot, then the universe starts sending people into my life. I call the earth angels to help me. But the things, we talked a few moments ago that you need to be open and willing, what I mean, with no resistance. That's exactly what I did. Whatever the universe sent to me, I was open. They got me too many people, what I mean, Alana was one of them, and I mean, she rents a place in the same building that I have an office as well, in Pinellas Park. And then after that, she started doing some workshop every Wednesday. She invited me. So making long story short, I every week I was there for close now 1 year. Every Wednesday, I was there in her workshop. Always, she's invited so many different people, gifted people, talk about so many other things, teach people this, teach about that. But I'm trying to say it's not this only her. Then after that comes some others. But I was doing everything that I mean there was coming to me, was little by little by little. But I had no resistance. Whatever someone was saying to me or seeing on me, oh no, that's it, this is gonna come to you. But I tried to say that I was so open. It was the decision that I make. I'm open. I'm just tired to live the life that I'm living
Yeah,
because
I
the life.
tell people we go through those sponge moments where you just like absorb everything, right? You're like so open and people come in and you're just absorbing that knowledge and that person. And it just happens in divine timing if you let go and you open and you surrender and say, okay, show me, right? Like in theta healing, we're like, thank you, thank you, thank you. It is done, it is done, it is done. Show me. Like you're asking for that. And it will just, if you're in that allowance, which it sounds like you were in, then you were just coming in and then you're like a little sponge and you absorb everything that comes into it. So yeah, that's a beautiful way to go through a healing journey.
It's not an easy thing, because like I said, the ego is always there, and we try to stop us. But like I said, I was so open. I had this determination inside of myself that nothing and no one was going to stop me. You know what I mean? It just don't, even though before that I went through to I have more than one awakening, but the big one, I remember when I had the big one was so beautiful. But I never forgot that I felt, that I saw myself as a baby on Mother Earth arms, and I mean, and I said, I just want to learn. Because
Yeah.
normally when people go through awakening and start seeing spirits or start talking with this, they, oh my God, I know what to do. So many people, even I talk about this before. Some people go through ego awakening, and the things they went through, like God's awakening. I don't know if you have heard
It's
about this,
because their
but
conscious brain all of a sudden become aware.
yeah, you know what I
Mhm.
mean. But what I'm trying to say, I was just like a baby. Like, no, I just want to learn it, to learn, to learn it, to learn. And it was such a beautiful experience. But I see so many people that I'm not judging anyone. They go through awakening. And they say, oh, no, no, I don't need to learn anything. No, I'm connected to God. I'm connected to spirits. I know this. I know how to do this. I always just suggest, no, my friend, just be open because the learning process never stops. No?
Yes,
We are
the
constant. We are.
learnings, right? It's so key to get the learnings. If we get the learnings, then we can move on. Then when you're at that next level, then you need those learnings to get to the next level. And then you get the learnings from there to get to the next level. It is a constant. I like how you said that hunger, right? It is that hunger. It's right. We want to get the learnings and the knowledge is what is satisfying that need, that curiosity, that hunger within us, the desire to know and be more, right, in this world. And being more is being more open, being more connected, to learn how to ground and connect, let our intuition be the leader, and allow for those knowings from our intuition to be what's leading our path, and then come from a heart-centered place in our path to say, okay, now that I've learned this, how can I come from a heart-centered place now to share these learnings and knowledge and education and information with others, right? I think that's the whole journey in our
Yeah.
path, especially as healers, is like, how can I be in service, right? How can I help? Like, really, ask someone, how can I help? What is there that you're really needing? Because there's so many parts of us that we needed as a child that we didn't get, and then that suppressed the things, and then we didn't know it, and now we're having to unlayer and unknow till we can actually have the learnings to know to move ourselves forward. So
I,
yeah,
I,
it is a beautiful journey and it's never ending. I believe that if you're really wanting your enlightenment, then you're always going to be allowing yourself to be open for the possibility of more and endless possibilities and endless knowings.
yeah, I just love what you said. I just how can I help and how can I serve? This is something that it make me emotions because it's something that I do every single day. I say, "Good morning, Divine Spirit. How can I help today? How can I be a bless for someone today? Use me, use me, use me. I'm open to serve. How can I serve? Even when I work with the clients, I'm always have this in my mind. That's where how I can help with this person, how I can serve this person, even though." You have so many gifts, you can do so many things. I have so many gifts as well to help someone, but I ask them, say, how can I
Yeah.
help them? And
Creator and
instead,
our intuition are the only ones that really know how we can help, and being open to where they divinely lead us is where we're going to be the most at service, right? And then I believe in raising your frequency and vibration through different modalities with, sound healing like you do, like I do, the frequencies with the Healy, music, the foods that we eat, everything. We raise our vibration,
yeah,
then we're getting into that vibration of the things. Like what we're seeking is seeking us because we're in that vibrational match. And then that's that law of attraction, right? That when you're putting it out, then that you're receiving. And then of course that's happening because the law of assumption goes, well, of course that's going to happen because
yeah,
you're bringing your vibration up and you're going to be in that vibrational match to be able to help that person. And as you elevate, you're going to help bring that person up, right? And so then that's why I believe in the ripple effect, because when we heal ourselves, we're healing 7 generations forward and backwards in our family lines. And
yeah,
we're raising the vibration of us, which is then going to create the vibration around them. And that's what I always tell people. I'm helping to heal the world, one person, one event, one retreat at a time, because I believe so much in that ripple effect and how we're healing ourselves to heal others.
I love, I just love it so much. I got goosebumps all over my body
Goosebumps. I know,
because
me too. When I always like when I say stuff, I get that too. I call them
yeah,
the God chills,
yeah,
the chills of truth, right? Like your
yeah,
body, literally, as we're talking about
yeah,
it, our bodies are resonating with it so much that we're getting physical like reassurance that this is the vibration. Like these are the words that we need to hear, that the conscious collective needs to
yeah.
hear in order to make the real impact and the real change to be in real service for everyone.
Yeah. And one thing that you said that I didn't know this back then, but the spirit talked to me a long time ago about this, because like I said, I work on so many addictions that I used to have in the past, anger problem, jealous problem, controlling problems, go on and on. But I thought I was just work for myself, just for me, not for anybody else. But no, they explains to me, not every single time that you work with something to you, that you release those energies and replace with the ones with a better frequency. It's not just you. You are affect everyone else. Like you said, the hippo effect, right? You affect everyone else in the planet as well. I say, oh, I didn't know that. That's something that I talk with everyone. Every time that you do something to yourself, for anything that you are working in your own personal life, it's not just for you.
Yes.
It's gonna your fame is gonna be feel this new energy. The wherever you go, the
That's
place
why I
that
tell
you work.
people taking time for you to heal is the least selfish thing that you can do, because when you
Yeah,
take the time and energy to heal you, you're actually healing and helping others. So if you're
mm,
coming from a service heart and you want to make the most impact, work on
yeah,
you first
yeah,
so that your impact can be greater and bigger and stronger. Like that's really like that for me is what hits in my heart space.
yeah. Me too. I'm so open right now. I'm still working my business, get some more clients, things like that. But my focus every single day is how I can serve someone out there. And every time that I am out there, I'm always I'm always doing something for someone. I don't post on social media, I don't tell people the things that I'm doing, but I'm always doing something. If I pass through a hospital, I send a lot of love, healing energy for everyone's in the hospital. If I see someone with a broken leg, I go there. In my mind, I send light, love, healing energy for them. I'm always doing something because, like I said before, I open myself in the morning to serve. It is something so beautiful I know you do these things as well, but when you out there, we can do so much. The things we are not charging anyone for money. Hey, I just want to say that I prayed for you and I give me $20. Hey, I just want to say that I go to the hospital. Hey, I just want to say everyone here that I say the light, love, energy. Give me $50. No, we are just giving. We are just giving. We are not expect anything back. What I learned from this now, this is one of the best way to abundances come into our life.
Yes.
Serve, give without any expectations. But
Right,
there's
because
some,
it's all energy exchange, right? So
yeah,
what you're giving in generosity, when you're giving and you're doing for others, then it opens yourself to receive. And as spiritual healers, we forget sometimes that money is an energy exchange
yes,
and that we're worthy and deserving of receiving an energy exchange for our times and our talents and our gifts and our knowledge, right? And so I encourage you, if you're listening out there and you are a healer, make sure that you're checking in, that you're not just giving to give and hopes to
yeah,
receive, but that you're creating an energy exchange and the balance and there's harmony in it, and that you're coming from generosity and you're not coming from lack or scarcity, but that you're also reminding and remembering that you're worthy and deserving of the energy exchange back. And one form of energy exchange is money, right? And we're worthy of being wealthy and healthy and wise
yeah,
and all the
yeah,
things and loved, right? So we're
yeah,
worthy and deserving of all of that.
yeah. It's something. I had yesterday. No, today. What day? Today, Wednesday, right? Yeah. So Monday morning, I was going to take my son to the school, and then I had a flat tire, right? So anyway, so I replaced, and I went to Tire Kingdom, to see what it is. What's the valve, the one the little thing that's called, that's called the valve, to
Yeah,
fill
the
up
air
the
valve,
tire.
the
Yeah,
gauge.
they need to be replaced anyway. So I left the tire over there. So I said, I come back tomorrow. So I went there to pick it up. It said, oh, that was the problem. Fix for you. I said, oh, how much it is? I said, nothing. I said, what? They said, nothing. You're good to go. I said, thank you, man. Thank you very much for your kindness. But then when I got outside, thank you, universe. Thank you for blessing. But then it's exactly what I mean. Like I said,
It's
I,
the
I, I did not.
exchange of energy, right? That's amazing. Your time, it was your time to be open and receiving that money, that energy of exchange, right? And it's so in the Genius Unlock program that I just finished, we called it purple magic money. That when you receive something like that, you're
Yeah,
like, that could have costed me,
yeah,
$25. Now it
yeah,
costed me zero. Now I have purple magic money to be able to spend and give and play
yeah.
with because it's that energetic currency that's out there in the world. So yeah, that energy exchange is so beautiful, and what a great example of that.
Yeah. It's something that sometimes when I go live, even sometimes I talk with clients as well, with people. We always can give. Sometimes people say, "Oh, I don't have anything to give. I don't have a money to pay my rent. I don't have money for this. I don't have money for that." I say, my friend, we always can give something. It's not just about money. It's so many ways you can help someone.
Yeah,
You
there
know what I
are
mean? But
many
people
ways to help.
sometimes say, I cannot help anyone because I don't have anything to give to no one. And I always say, I guarantee that you have something. So when I talk to them, sometimes they open a huge smile. They have a beautiful smile. They talk to me, but all the time, this
Yeah.
beautiful smile. And they say, you know what? All this time that we are talking here, had this huge smile, ear to ear. This is a gift, my friend. You can give that to anyone out there. Because if you
Yeah,
are
they
talk
say
to me,
smiles are one of the most contagious things, you fake it till
it's
you
a
make it goes in
contagious.
neural
That's
pathways,
I
right? You
tell them
smile at
sometimes.
someone, they're happy, they get it, and it just exchanges that energy of happiness and joy.
It's so many things that we can do in a gift to someone, serve someone. You go to a bank, you see someone's walking in, just open the door and hold the door. Wait for them to come out, or wait for them to come in. You are
Yes.
serving them. You are helping someone.
I have been receiving so much lately because of my injuries. I'm on crutches, and it's been so nice having people hold the door longer for me, be patient with my, slow walking. I'm like, thank you so much. I only got one mode, slow, right? But they take that extra time and care, which
Yeah,
is such a beautiful gift to be seen and cared for, even by strangers on the street opening the doors for me. So, yeah, I have been really seeing a lot of that gifts. And I think that to conclude today, like gratitude, taking the time to be
yeah,
grateful and thankful for even those little things, like those people that have that stranger, that conversation I have with a stranger because I am on crutches and a brace, that have spent the extra time to talk with me and connect with me, open a door, being grateful for our little things that we have in our life make such a big difference, because when we're in gratitude, we're not in anything else. Gratitude is one of the highest frequencies that you can be in, right? So when we're in gratitude, we can't be in lack or scarcity or fear or anything else. We can be in gratitude. So even when it feels like tough times, getting back to being grateful and thankful for the little things can totally change your perspective. And then it's up to you to choose to be grateful and thankful. It's a choice to then change your frequency and your vibration in order to be able to start changing your life.
yeah. I had to say that I love you so much again because gratitude is something that I use all the time. It doesn't matter what. I can say it can be something good that happened to me, like the guy fixed my tire, didn't charge me anything. I was so grateful, thankful, to the company, to the place, to the universe. But even for some other things, I don't like to say this word, but to explain a little bit, like some bad things, whatever it is, someone says
We
something
still are
to
grateful
me.
for the lessons we get from them.
Yeah, I'm always grateful. I'm always grateful. It doesn't matter what it is. I am grateful because every single situation you face, every single challenge, has a lesson, has a message for us. Some people sometimes say, "Oh, you are grateful for some bad things, for that person to be rude to you. You are grateful." I say, yes, I am. Because if
And it's a choice.
yeah, because whatever the person said to me, to hurt me, if for some reason I felt something, I was mad or I get angry at them, I'm grateful because I just realized, what, I have something to work here with myself right now
Right? It was
because
a
I'm not
mirror
sure.
or showed
Yeah,
you or a reflection. There's something inside of you that is mirroring that image, and then one inside of you. Thank you for that awareness that I have that in
yeah,
me. Now I'd like to, clear that out so that I can become the best version of me. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
I would say that's in a nutshell. Spiritual awakening and journeys and healing is having that awareness, seeing what is triggering in you, in Genius Unlocked, we call it, projection is perception. Like, how are you perceiving that projection from that person onto you, right? Your perception of is everything, in this life. And it's a choice that you get to change how you perceive and look at things. So, yeah, it all comes down to gratitude. It all comes down to learning those lessons. It's all about creating that ripple effect, healing us to be able to heal the world. And if you are an allowance and you surrender and release and you allow yourself to be open for the divine, for your intuition to come in, and you come from a heart-centered space, then you can do no harm because you're coming from that
yeah.
space. That at the end of the day, if we do that, we learn how to give and receive love, unconditional love without conditions. I think that is the pathway to great success in our 3D world.
Yeah, I love, I just know, I know it's our time is almost over now, but one thing that I like to say that I was listening to you and I want to, I'm going to say that I'm so grateful, thankful to you, to your patience and to your positive attitude because before I connected to her today, I was trying to use, StreamYard to connect with her, then I was not able to connect, then after that, I'm using Zoom right now, but I'm still learning how to use Zoom. I wasn't able to connect with her again. I said, you know what? Maybe no, let's schedule this for another day, another time. She said, no, 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 no. You're gonna figure it out. Take a deep inhale and exhale. I
Divine
said,
messages will come in divine timing.
you
Whatever the
come,
resistance was, we learned
you
something from it.
come.
And maybe
And
the
just
lesson was that you needed those resistance to see that it's okay to be imperfect and in the now, and that we can just show up authentically and be, this is our message. And hopefully this lands on the hearts of people and makes a
yeah.
difference for them.
Yeah, but what I learned from today, my friend, it just no, because I was a kind of no, I'm gonna stop it here right now. This is not going to work. You know what I mean? I was not negative, but I say, oh my God, we're supposed to start talking 11:30, it's 12:05, and and once again, you came with so much kindness, so much compassion. No, take a deep inhale and I said, this is gonna work now. This is gonna work now. Well, even though if you talk for 40 minutes or 45 minutes, we're gonna put a good message out there for everyone. And I said, you know what? So let me keep it try here. The day after that, you try to figure out. I use a microphone. I use a yeah, but and no, I'm so grateful, thankful that we use the time we had here today to talk about some beautiful things and to have this beautiful conversation. And I'm so grateful, thankful, my friend, that you took the
Thank
time
you.
today. And but I just before we finish, before I let you go, I wanna ask a favor, my friend. Tell how people can reach out to you because you are doing such a beautiful things right now. I know you've been doing a lot of workshops, some retreats, what you're
Yeah,
doing right now.
I'm really excited. These new certifications and the new learnings that I've had and the new healings I've had recently, I'm so eager to share with everybody. And everything is on my website, how to get a hold of me. So if you go to empoweringwellness.me, because it's all about you empowering your health and wellness. So empoweringwellness.me, and you can see all my services, all my healing products, all my retreats, everything that I offer. And I'm offering for those that have never had a theta healing experience, I'm doing a free theta healing meditation and webinar talking about the inner critic, going from self doubt to self love. And that's my next masterclass. But I'm offering a free healing for the collective because I believe, coming from a place of, of generosity, I want to gift something. And then in return, the energy exchange is that people would then sign up for my masterclass, right? So we've got this exchange of energy that I my free offering is November 6th, next Wednesday at 7:30 at night, where we are going to talk about the inner critic webinar and my next virtual retreat, and then be able to do a theta healing. So I'll ask everybody in the group if there's anything consciously that they're wanting to clear out, and I'll do a theta commands that will clear, and then we'll refill with self-love and positivity and the energy from the divine. And we'll do a nice little clearing and refilling with theta healing on next Wednesday. I'm super excited. And then my inner critic, it's taming the inner critic, right? It's taming those inner voices in us, those inner critics. Starts the following week on that Wednesday, the 13th of November, for 2 weeks. Then we'll take a break for Thanksgiving, and then we'll complete it for the next 2 weeks. So I'm really excited. And then I'll have virtual retreats. And then once my knee and foot is all healed up from the surgeries, I'll get back to my in-persons and my retreats next year. But everything this year is going to be virtual so that I can community, connection, and all the high vibes right through electronics from my bed on ice to you.
I love. But thank you so much, my friend. And one last thing before you go, I'd like to share now with you, with everyone else, because StreamYard I'm very familiar to use StreamYard, right? But Zoom, it's kind of thing. Even yesterday, I took my computer to a friend of mine to show me some things, and then I this morning I said I'm gonna practice later, but what came to me, this was the universe, helping me. You know what? I'm gonna create something with your StreamYard today, because everyone else never had any problem before, but today I had with you, right? So then you go to connect with Zoom, so you can start. You want to start using Zoom, right? So I'm gonna create something here. The universe said, a day. You know what? This is
See,
so
it all
beautiful.
works. You just find more tools and more learnings, right?
But this is, thank you so much again. And I'm sending a lot of love, healing energy for you, my friend, that recover fast from the surgery that you have, so you'll be able, to go there. But anyway, we are so grateful because we have this technology today, cell phones, computers, cameras that you can talk with anyone all over the world, continue use your gifts, continue to help the others and help ourselves as well.
Yes.
Thank you so
So
much
I'm
for taking.
learning to become friends with technology as I make new friends around the world through it.
This I love so much. Thank you for being a part of my journey, and I'm so grateful for being a part of your journey as well. You have a blessed day, my friend. Take care of yourself, sweetie. Thank you so much, and I look forward in the future. You know, if you feel God, you can connect again with some more
Yes,
time and talking
absolutely.
about some other things because I just love, the things that you are doing, my friend. And talking to you today, I said, oh my gosh, she speaks my language. I love, I love, I
Of
love.
course, but of course, the law of assumption, of course, we would find each other all these
Yeah,
years, reconnect again.
yes.
And I'm so grateful from my heart to yours. Much light and love. Namaste.
Namaste. Bye bye, sweetie. Thanks so much. Bye, babe.